welcome to my channel, Mary Bourne ND in Gardening with Granny. Well, welcome to my mid-January, early to mid-January sip and chat. And I want to talk a little bit about the Three Rivers Challenge and what's been happening this past week, what I cooked. Now, my challenge is not including any breakfast or lunch. It is simply trying to use up things that might go bad, and I'm starting on the refrigerator and then moving to the upstairs freezer that is attached to the refrigerator. However, January 2nd, I started a Tai Chi routine, and on the 3rd, I was hurting so bad that I couldn't do the next day. And obviously, it's put a little bit of a damper on me getting down and cleaning out the freezer. So that's kind of slow. I hope you have your favorite sip. Mine is water. Well, it's been hot, it's been not hot. It's been warm, it's been cold, it's been rainy, it's snowy, sleeting. We've had some interesting weather. One day I thought it was going to be warm enough for me to actually do a winter garden walk. It was 50 degrees, but it was overcast and 15-mile-an-hour winds. So if you've ever worked with a microphone, 15-mile-an-hour winds, it's really hard to talk into and to be clear and not get all the wind interruption. So that didn't pan out. I will, however, next week do an indoor garden walk where I will go over my plants. And speaking of plants, for Christmas, we moved my large plant, I think it's called a Dieffenbachia, but I'm not sure, from its normal position to in front of the window so that we can have the Christmas tree up in its place. And when I move them back, I always like to take that opportunity and really clean and shine the leaves, get it fertilized, and set it up, because I ignore it practically the rest of the time. If my plants survive, they got to be tough, because I'm not what I call picker. I get rid of all these bad things and I don't repot. The plant that I'm talking about hasn't been repotted in 30 years. And we got that plant from somebody as a housewarming gift. And we've been in this house over 50 years. So it's an old plant, and it apparently doesn't mind being ignored because it's thriving. I also like to hang little chimes off of it, and hummingbirds and things like that. So I'll go through and I'll show you that next week when we have our indoor garden walk. I've ordered my onions from Dixondale Farms, which is where I've ordered my onions for 3 years now. And they send 100, I order 100 of the mixed and then 100 of the yellow. And I usually split it with my girlfriend. So um, she also does my nails and she loves to garden as well. So, um, and she's just a good friend. And so, anyway, I've got that done. Next week, I want to start my ranunculus that I'm excited about. These are really pretty, and I love ranunculus. Last year, I don't know what happened. They grew roots, but then when I transferred them outside, they didn't do well. And I don't know if it was the soil I used, but anyway, I'm hoping for a better year this year. And let's see, what else have we done? I'm getting ready to order my seeds from my gardener. I ordered a small amount before Christmas. They were getting rid of their 2025s, and so I bought some of those. But he's got some really new, interesting varieties that I want to try. I am going to limit, I say that now, but make sure I stick to my guns here. I'm going to limit the amount of tomatoes that I plant because I really don't have a big garden. It's not, I don't have any in-ground area. All of mine are raised beds and they're Vigo um, garden beds and green stuff. Well, you can grow cherry tomatoes in a green stock, but you can't grow heirloom. And so, anyways, I'm going to try and pare down what I've um, started so that I'm not overwhelmed. I think last year I had 8 different varieties. So this year I'm going to try for 6 and see how that goes. Even though growing the way it was a fairly good tomato year. I still didn't get enough to can, so I had to go and buy tomatoes to can. But I think I have enough can now that I don't have to can this coming year. We'll see how fast we go through the tomatoes. Um, we like our spaghetti sauce, and I like to add it to that. It makes wonderful soup, and so anyway, tomato products are big in our household. So I have been making it through and cleaning out the refrigerator and making meals and even though I've had all these appointments and not feeling good and it's been a chore. So I hope that you've had inspiration on what you want to do this 2026 and what your goals are. I'm going to have to go easy on the Tai Chi. I don't want to hurt myself, but I like the ability to do the Tai Chi. It's something I can do on my own. I don't have to go to a gym or anything like that. And I feel that my goal is to get stronger and more flexible. And Tai Chi, when you sign up for the program, they ask you what your goals are. So they gear the exercises to strength and balance and um, flexibility, which are the 3 things I was most interested in. If I lose some weight along the way, that'd be great too. So I, I I have this situation with my teeth that inhibits me from eating the way I want to eat. I would love to have more salads, any salads, coleslaw, raw vegetables. nuts. These are all things that I can't eat. And um, the doctor says that it will improve, but I haven't seen any improvement. It's difficult for me to shape my words, and I feel like I'm talking with a bunch of marbles in my mouth. So send me a prayer if you do that sort of thing, that um, something better happens with my teeth. So I just wanted to jump on here and give you my week in a view sip and chat. And I will include some videos of some of the meals I've made. And I'm hoping to get the cleaning the plant video uh, attached to this. We'll see what happens. Part of the video went upside down, and I can't figure out in my new editing program how to get it reversed, but I'm working on it. My 80-year-old brain, I've got to see something several times before I actually um, can understand how to do something. And it's the type of thing that I wish I had a 20-year-old right by my side telling me, this is how you do it, bing, bing, bing. What else has happened? Oh, if you watched my Azure pickup video, we got some spaghetti squash, and unfortunately, one of them went bad. And so um, I baked the second one, and it's now in the freeze dryer. So I'll be showing you that. So I like to freeze dry squash because my husband doesn't like eating it. So I make a powder out of it and I add it to vegetable soups. I even add it to our spaghetti sauce. So I appreciate you being here and hopefully you enjoyed this little chat. Leave some comments, uh, tell others about it. I look forward to sharing the seed starting video with you soon. I showed you my calendar, and right now we're at more weeks than it's any of the seed packets recommend starting seeds from. So when we get closer to February is when I have marked to start. I don't do like Lysianthus or any of those that take a tremendous amount of time. So I appreciate it. I would appreciate some thumbs up. Look forward to sharing the new work with you on my videos where I'll be able to do some interesting things with it. And I'll just keep learning. And I thank you for your being here. And I hope that your January is going well. And if you're doing the challenge, let me know in the comments. And I know I said that. I'm just about done. I'm just about done. The challenge is, the goal of the challenge is not to eat up all your stored food. It's to eat the food that would go bad if you didn't eat it, and to rotate your food. That's the challenge. It's not necessarily not going to the grocery store. Although going to the grocery store, sometimes you have to. And so don't make that a barrier for you to do the challenge. Take the challenge as something you do to clean out the refrigerator, clean out the freezer, know what's in there, make a list of meals you can prepare to help move food along, that you're not wasting anything, because that's really what you want. All right. Thank you very much, and I will see you in the next one.